Hi guys, so tonight we're gonna be making pumpkin chicken soup. It's a really delicious one pot meal and so easy to prepare. Takes about an hour or less. So here in the pot I have chicken that I wash and cut up leg quarters, and I cut up some pumpkins, and then I'm gonna be adding it to the pot. I'm gonna give it a stir, and now I'm gonna be peeling my uh, potatoes. As I peel, I put it in water, and now I'm going to be cutting in cubes. This is really a delicious meal, guys, and it's really easy to prepare. Super delicious. So now I'm going to be pouring off the water, and here I have some bay leaves. Now this adds a really delicious flavor to the soup. So there's a few bay leaves that I wash. I'm going to add it to the pot right now. I'm going to give it a stir, and then I'm going to be adding my potatoes. Now guys, I usually add scallions at time, but I don't have any tonight, so I'm going to be using a half of a onion. It really gives the soup a delicious flavor as well. So I'm going to be cutting finely, and then I'm going to be adding to the pot. Really delicious. Really, really delicious. So I'm going to be stirring right now and covering the pot. Turn the meat to medium, and now I'm going to be adding the garlic cloves. Now, these are several garlic cloves that I have. I love garlic. It's a natural antibiotic, and it should be added to your meals. And so this is about 4 to 5 cloves that I'm going to be crushing and adding to the soup. Really delicious. So I'm going to be using a knife to scrape it in the soup, and we'll go ahead with another, and then another, because of course, it's just one at a time, because I really want a delicious pumpkin soup. Now I'm going to be going in with some salt. So I'm going to be starting with 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to be stirring, and then I'm going to be testing to see if it's the taste that I'm looking for. And now it's not the taste that I'm looking for, so I'm going to be going in with another teaspoon. I'm going to be adding it to the pot. I'm going to stir, and I'm going to give it another taste test. Now that's perfectly what I'm looking for. No, the color is not what I'm looking for, guys, because I like it really looking rich. So what I do is I add 1 teaspoon to the pot, and I add some turmeric, 1 teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to give it a stir, and I'm going to be adding it to the pot. Now this is a shortcut to make your pumpkin soup really, yellow and looking really good, tasting wonderful. So I'm going to be stirring it just like so. And I'm going to be using some of the broth, adding it to the pot just to shake it out a bit, because of course, nothing goes to waste. So I'm going to give it a stir. And as you can see, the color has changed, right? It's now looking so beautiful. So I'm going to be covering and I'm going to be cooking for a little while. Now, here you cannot have pumpkin soup without spinners, at least for me. So I'm going to be adding spinners to the pot of soup, and that's the shape. I'm going to stir, and these are dumplings. I call them spinners, and now the soup is done, right? Soup is totally finished. It's looking so rich, guys. Really, the smell is amazing. So the longer the soup sits, the richer it becomes, the thicker it is. So I'm gonna go in with a piece of meat. Oh my God, this looks so good. And then I'm gonna be adding my potatoes and my dumplings. And then I'm gonna go in for the broth. And then I'm gonna be enjoying my delicious, delicious soup. See that, guys? See how rich it is? Really delicious. The smell is out of this world. See you later, guys.